Thank you to each of you who are here. Take a look around. Look at this crowd. Great. Coupeville, the region. People are still coming in. So, Annie Jesperson, come on up.
Thanks everyone for being here. So we're going to start off with a little exercise, and I hope that those of you you're all willing to participate, and we can just get a sense of how the Jets are impacting all of us. So please stand if you work from home and the Jets impact your job, or if you're in the back, you can wave your arms. All right, it's a lot of us. So please sit down, thank you. Please stand or wave your arms if you or your kids can't sleep with the jet noise. It's big. Thanks. Please stand or wave your arms if you are considering moving, but your money is all tied up in your home and you don't know that you'll be able to sell it for what it's worth. Stand up if you're able. Thank you. Please stand or wave your arms if you're worried that with the implementation of the accident prevention zones, you could lose your home or your business. All right, this is impacting us in a big way. Please stand or wave your arms if your blood pressure goes up when you hear the Jets. How can it not? Please stand or wave your arms if you're concerned about the Jets' impact on your health, the health of a family member or friend, or the environment. Yep. Exactly. And please stand if you're ready to continue fighting to save our region and our community.
Volunteers, we need you. You know who you are.
All right, and our friend David. So, all right, we got it. 1, 2, 3. We fight on! Okay, wait. For our children. We fight on! For our environment. We fight on! And for this community. We fight on! Woohoo! I think now we're going to take a group photo really quick. Should we cheers, we fight on, while we take a picture? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We fight on! All right. Way to go. All right, now it's documented, and we're doing it.
So, we all know why we're here. We are dealing with a fourfold increase of the Jets, and it is affecting all of us in a whole variety of ways as we just began to experience together and witness in terms of people standing up as far as impacts are concerned. So, we have sent thousands of postcards to the Department of Defense. We have made thousands of calls to our elected officials. We have many people in this room spoke eloquently at the Advisory Council on Historic Preservation hearing in December about the harm that the growlers would inflict on our local history on Eby's Reserve. The Department of Defense did not hear us. We are in a new time. The growlers are flying a ridiculous non-existing pattern, right? They're flying all over the place, in places they have not flown before. They are saying that they're going to fly on Monday and Tuesday, and then they add Thursday and Friday. They are flying almost consistently every single Friday. We're all living with that, and we all know what it feels like. This is going to be a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is going to be a long, hard haul. We can do it. We can fight on. We have a plan. So, for tonight, we are going to work on, make sure you understand the progress that the Sound Defense Alliance has made to date. We're going to talk about the components of our plan in terms of where we go from here and how we continue to fight the expansion. We're going to make sure that there's time for some questions and answers and move forward in terms of next steps in our community. And we want to give you, of course, an opportunity to get involved if this is new for you, or continue to be involved and learn about new ways to get involved as well. And we want your help funding this work. It's not free. We definitely need to continue to raise funds. With no further delay, I would like to introduce Commissioner Helen Price Johnson. She's been our county commissioner since 2008. As many of you know, she's been an island resident most of her life. She went to South Whidbey High School, which was Langley High School at the time. And she's raised her family here. She's been a business owner. She's an ally. She hears us. She's working with elected officials. And with no further delay, please join me in welcoming Helen Price.
Thank you very much. Thank you for loving this place so much that you're here tonight. It's a treasure to be able to live in a place that is as beautiful and iconic as Whidbey Island. I know some of you have traveled from other places around the region. You live in beautiful places too, but we think this is the best. I welcome the work of the Sound Defense Alliance. I appreciate their work to build coalitions across the region. I appreciate particularly their emphasis on facts and information that can be helpful for elected officials. During the EIS process, the Coupeville Community Allies were very important for me and other elected officials in their really huge data mining that they provided. It was really helpful for me and helped to inform the comments that I was able to send in during that process, and I know for many of you that was important as well. I want to thank the federal electeds that have worked with us throughout that process, and I expect them to be partners with us going forward. Certainly Senator Cantwell, who's made multiple visits to the Central Whidbey area, and I know other areas in the region. Representative Larson, Governor Inslee and his staff, and certainly my colleagues at the local level here in Island County, and also in the San Juans, and in Jefferson County, and in Skagit County. We have been talking about this issue since it first was proposed, and we continue to keep those conversations going. Just last month, there were a group of us that were in DC, a group of county officials who were in DC, and we made specific visits to help tell the story of the Growler expansion and ask for help at the federal level. I appreciate that Sound Defense Alliance is focused on building community, and that is really the key, because it is together that we will persevere. Going forward, my focus is going to be on data gathering and the noise monitoring equipment that was recommended by multiple agencies, both at the state and federal level, is desperately needed for us at the local level for making good decisions to help inform our community about what safety measures need to be put into buildings, what kind of insulation or noise attenuation are we expected to do. If this were a commercial airport or a commercial activity, there would be specific funds made available to the community to mitigate the noise that's happening. This isn't a commercial activity, but that mitigation is still just as necessary. So I urge you to focus on the data, focus on the facts, continue to reach out, continue to speak out, and do it with hope always.
Thank you, Helen. And before Chris proceeds, I just want to take a moment for some thanks. Thank you, Lance and Paula. They have spent, I'm not kidding you, days preparing this incredible space for us. So we are really grateful for all of your time and energy and help to make this happen.